back to Strongman Personal Finance. My name is Christopher Belly. I'm a certified CPA accountant. I'm a long-term boglehead investor. I'm author of the book Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's on Amazon. Go buy it, because I need money to buy more VT. And oh my God, is Jeremy having a bad year. Woo boy. Now, I didn't really want to talk about Jeremy. I'm actually getting bored of talking about him. Because he's fun to make fun of, but he literally talks about the same crap all the time, okay? Some YouTube channels look at different stocks, which is cool. And some YouTube channels just tell you to buy the same freaking trash stocks over and over and over again as they go down, 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 and down. This is one of those channels, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's watch this video, because old Jeremy LaFufu is going to spit some advice. He's going to spit some rhymes, bro. He's going to tell you how to survive this horrible market when VT is down like 3%. Oh my God, I'm going to lose all my money. Let's watch.
Howdy there, folks. Welcome into today's video. Now, first off, I understand I'm talking very quietly, but
howdy there, folks. I just took a massive 8-inch trucker schlong in my mouth and another 8-inch schlong in my butt, and I'm really not feeling too well. I'm not sure they put any protection on everybody, so that's it. It's not because I'm falling apart emotionally and financially. No, I'm just sick, and from the truckers. I got a cold from the mall. Yeah, because I was taking pictures of people at the mall, and I was really bullish on the economy because I took pictures of the mall, but then I caught a cold. Maybe it's COVID. I don't know.
So Jeremy LaFufu's got a cold. Wonder what virus he has. One can speculate, but you go down to the truck stop, man, you can pick up some nasty stuff. Woo! Ain't that many lot lizards around there. They go around, man, they might be carrying 2-3 things you don't want to have. Woo!
Yeah, if you didn't know, I lost my voice Friday, Saturday. I couldn't talk at all. Yesterday, I finally started gaining back my voice, so I'm trying to speak, fairly quietly, because I don't want to risk losing my voice again, so I can get back to recording normally.
He was probably just screaming at his stocks. Oh, this doesn't get more entertaining, man.
All sorts of things. So I apologize.
You know what I just thought of? You see that dartboard on the wall behind him? He probably tapes a bunch of different pieces of paper with a stock written on it, and he probably throws freaking darts at the board until it lands on one, and that's how he picks his freaking stocks. Guaranteed.
A really quiet video, but that's what we have to deal with, okay? Kind of like this market we have to deal with. And I want to go and give my advice to...
Yeah, this market's so horrible, Jeremy. Oh, VT's down like 3%. I'm just dying. I might go bankrupt. Maybe I'll sell it all.
Investors out there in this sort of market as somebody that's been...
And of course, Tesla's up.
Doing this for a long time, because I understand people have been getting devastated and just when the heck does this end, right? This is my retail trader investor stock list here. Everything just getting pounded again here today, right? The only
everything of Jeremy's, including his own body, is getting pounded. So let's go forward a little bit, because Jeremy is going to spit some amazing wisdom that on the surface makes sense, but in reality is completely moronic when you apply it in his circumstances. Oh, number one, short-term SP, stock price, does not mean the company, is doing great or horrible. They can't just be doing okay. It's either great or horrible. I 100% agree, Jeremy. There's actually one stock in particular that I have in mind. It's called Tesla. Oh, but the stock price went up, bro. Tesla's killing it. Bubble. So, Jeremy is actually speaking some truth here. Stocks will fluctuate massively in the short term, and it won't make sense. And you might have a fundamental business underneath that's doing extremely well and growing and becoming profitable, growing its revenues, yada, 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 yada. He doesn't even have that in his portfolio. Look at Honest. Honest, my honest. It's under $5 now. Tattoo Trucker's Taint went below $10 today. I was actually pissed. I was sitting at the dinner table with my wife. I was like, honey, I had a great day today. She's like, oh, why? It's like, it's not because tax season's over. It's not because of this. It's because Tattooed Chef went over $10. And then I pulled out my phone and looked. And in the freaking Postmarket or whatever, Tattooed Trucker's Taint Sack is now $10.10. So it kind of pissed me off, but whatever. So here he is giving some advice. But It doesn't apply to his companies. Never forget that.
My advice, I have some, strong advice in terms of somebody that's been doing this for a long time, in my opinion, on this, okay? First thing you got.
I've been doing this a long time too. I set up an automatic contribution to my tax advantage accounts, and then I went to the bar and had beer.
And oh my God, I've made a ton of money by doing nothing.
Remember, is short-term stock price does not mean the company's doing great. It also doesn't mean the company's doing horrible, okay? You're going to go through these moments in time where a stock price are just getting hit time and time and time again. It does not mean the company is a trash company. It doesn't mean they're done.
I agree, unless they're unprofitable, diluting the shareholders, and not even growing their freaking revenues. Honest. Great advice, LaFufu. Let's see what else you got to say, bro. I want to know. What's this? What is this? Oh, Gary V. People see a couple of special cases and think, success happening overnight is normal. This is the guy that pumps NFTs, by the way. The reality is that the majority of people's success comes from years and years of laying down the foundation to be successful. Yes, acquiring a skill, living below your means, diligently maxing your tax advantage accounts, and buying broadly diversified total world stock market index funds. No, bro, it's my Tesla. Yet people expect their 5th TikTok to get them over 1 million followers in a day. Wouldn't that be the dream? If only I couldn't stand TikTok. God, I freaking hate TikTok. But go watch his videos with his stepsis. It's pretty funny. The longer you can be patient about your success, the sooner it will actually come. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is also truth, okay? But these clowns twist it. NFTs, trash. Jeremy stocks, trash. All this crap is garbage. This does not apply here, okay? Pay close attention. Don't let this clown fool you. He's not that smart.
Talking about success, right? People expect their 5th TikTok to get them 1 million followers in a day. And, what is true in business is it true also in investing, right? Because they can go hand in hand. And people want to have some magic, huge success right off the bat.
Which is what you're basically promising, you freaking loser. If you go and talk to one of his butt buddies or his minions, like, oh yeah, Jeremy made this percent, 60, 70%, and you might be able to make 30 or 40% per year, blah, 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 blah. That's instant success. That's exactly what his freaking clowns teach. And guess what? I know that because I freaking called them.
Don't want to give it any time. And, you see stocks like this all the time where they go through these time periods where I've never seen a stock just go up in a straight line. All the biggest companies.
I saw Tesla go in a straight line. And you see, his stocks don't go like this. They just go freaking down, 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 down. It's sad, okay? Let's see. Bear markets transfer wealth. Scumbags transfer wealth. See, this is you right here. Okay, this is you buying Jeremy's course. And this is Jeremy right here. Pretending like, he's a genius. Taking all your freaking money. Charging up to $20,000.
And they want the pain to end, so they sell out of their stocks. And many times when those stocks are down 40, 50, 60, 70, 80%. And so they sell with a massive loss. Now, every time those stocks are being sold, obviously there's somebody on the other side that's buying those shares, right? And the long-term optimists are the ones buying those shares. And I even remember, Tesla stock, how many people, went through very, very tough times.
Quoting Tesla, of course. See, I'm a long-term optimist. I'm very optimistic about the future of the world. That's why I'm buying every company in the world, because I believe in 30, 40, 50 years, oh my God, I think my portfolio is going to be much higher. I think the world's going to be a much better place. 100%. But do I think Tattoo Trucker's taint is going to be around? No. Do I think Honest My Bonus, Jessica Alba's so hot? You think that's going to be around in 20, 30 years? I don't know. Probably not. This is a joke.
With Tesla stock where the stock price went down and it was caught into massive negativity cycles. And every time there was folks, that began to become pessimistic on Tesla, selling those shares to folks that were long-term optimists, right? And obviously that's a crazy example of one that, man, those people really regret.
What's he going to say when Tesla goes down? I wonder. Words of wisdom. What is this here? Oh, he's spitting some wisdom in his disgusting form. I wonder how much these people paid to get on there. Let's see what else he has to say.
To me. And 2022 to me personally represents a year we're going to find out who wants to be individual stock pickers. I spelled that wrong. Who wants to be individual stock pickers?
What a freaking moron.
And who's going to give up, right? That's what this year kind of represents to me. And I'll give you a real life example from something.
This is actually a good year. If you decide you don't want to be an individual stock picker and you give up, God bless you. I think you'll do great. You want to know why? Because maybe you'll start buying index funds. You'll start dollar cost averaging into total world index funds. Then you might actually be able to retire. But if you stay the course, like this freaking loser wants you to do, guess what's going to happen to you? You're just going to lose all your money. Okay, let's hear a stupid story.
As a kid. So in my high school, it was a high school called Mountain Ridge. Back in the day, we were really, really good at football, right? And I played football all 4 years of high school. And it was interesting,
Yeah, you're probably third string on the bench, loser.
going to that high school and playing football, because there was the most respected school in the entire west side of Arizona when it came to football back in the day when I was playing, right? And so every year, because you got to understand, like playing football at that school, you got definitely preferential treatment from the teachers, from students, going to parties, whatever it was, right? Because you were like a big deal if you were, a football player at that school, right? You got a level of respect that other people just didn't get. No one else cared about really any of the other sports, but football was a huge deal because we were so good and everybody wants to be part of the winning team.
You know what he probably did at those parties? He probably bought a bunch of Bud Lights, dumped them out or dumped them halfway out, filled them with water up to the top again, and then probably sold them to people at the parties as a business venture. Basically scamming people like he's doing now. Oh, you want Bud Light? It's only $1.
Right? So, every year from freshman to junior varsity to varsity, right? It was interesting. At the beginning of the season, you'd always have a ton of kids that would, basically try to play football on the team, right? And basically, essentially from the first week of practice until about week 4, what you would find is you would lose about 20 to 30% of the kids that wanted to play the football would end up being lost. And the reason being is at that school,
It's sunny, numbnuts.
at that back in the day, Steve Bellis ran the program back when I was there, and he was a great coach. I went on to coach Hamilton. He kind of moved on schools to even a better school on the east side of the city and won tons of state championships. And Steve Bellis had this program where it's essentially, like, we never necessarily had the best athletes for the most part at our school, but we were going to play more discipline than you. We were going to tackle really well. We were going to block really well, right? And so what we ended up doing is usually just kind of destroying teams. Even if they had better athletes, you were still getting like decimated by us because we were going to be mentally stronger than you. And so we would have these grueling practices. I don't even know if they'd be legal today, like 3-hour, 4-hour long practices out in the heat when it's like 100+ degrees, right?
Wow, that's such a great comparison to buying massively unprofitable, sheer diluting trash small cap growth stocks, Jeremy. Wow, I'm so impressed. So, I've decided to book a phone call with Financial Fortress. I want to speak to Warren Mindanao. I want to hear more about Jeremy's philosophy. So, Warren, prepare for my phone call at 10 a.m. on Wednesday. Oh, and one last thing before we tune out for today. Let's see how Jeremy's stocks are doing against mine. Now remember, and I have all the stocks in the world. Remember, Jeremy made this tracker, VT versus Jeremy's small cap stocks. And it's totally not in comparison to me. Not at all. I'm sure there's tons of people that talk about VT. Look at how I'm doing versus how the Fufu's doing. I'm only down 3%. And he's down 29, 15, 24, 8, 5, 8, and 43. Oh, I love it. And he actually started this when his stocks had already dropped 60%. And it's actually a lesson that your stocks can keep dropping. And they can drop. And they can drop. And they can drop. And they can drop. Because there's no fundamentals in these companies. Anyway, that's it. I got work to do. I'm busy. You guys have a wonderful night. Cheers!